Good morning and welcome to Peace Out, where we are all learning together how to peace out, right? And I've had a lot of practice in the last 24 hours since I saw you. I'll spare you the details, but trust me when I say the last day after I got off the devotions doing Peace Out yesterday, it was like everything broke, right? So I've had a lot of chances in the last 24 hours to just keep bringing my stuff, whatever that is, back to Him, right? And so this morning when I got up, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this scripture because here's what happens when we go through stuff. We want to run back to those scriptures. That's why we want to memorize scriptures. That's why we want to read scriptures. That's why I spend so much time in the Psalms, because the Psalms, David and Asaph and Moses, sons of Korah, and whoever else might have written Psalms, right? Because there's a couple with no authors, I guess. They were, most of those were written as they were overcoming, or while they were in the battle, or while they were in the cave, or when they were seeing God move in their lives, right? And so looking at the Psalms it can be comforting. And one of the biggest things I learned about the Psalms, especially after Chris's wreck, was that they shared their emotions with God. They told God exactly how they felt. And I'm like, God is big enough to handle how I feel if I'm frustrated over something. He doesn't say, come back when you've settled down. He gets it. If I'm sad about something, he doesn't say, go wash your face and come back when you can have a happy face, right? If I'm overwhelmed, overloaded, and over anxious about something, he might say, settle down and give it to me, or give it to me and then settle down, right? But he doesn't exclude me. He never says, go away until, come back when. I love that. And we see in the Psalms, they told it just like it was. David said in Psalm 13, he's like, why are you looking the other way, God? How long do I have to bear this pain? Are you even hearing me? I'm going, he said that and God let him put it in the Bible? He let it be canonized and kept there? He bore his heart. We can bear our heart out to God. Now, that doesn't have that much to do with what I want to share, because what I want to share is a scripture that I memorized. That's what I was talking about, right? Memorizing scriptures and thinking about them and meditating on them and getting them in our hearts so that when something happens, we have an anchor for our soul. We have some place to put our mind that's off of our problem and on something that can at least help bring a solution, or help us work through, or help us have peace while we work through that solution. And that's what I did this morning. I went back to Psalm 46:1, and I got a little different slant on it this morning again, right? God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Now, I believe the King James says in times of trouble. And so here's what stuck out to me was that God doesn't leave when trouble moves in. As a matter of fact, it doesn't scare him off. It doesn't make him shake. It doesn't make him start biting his fingernails, wondering, well, I don't know what we're going to do with this. I didn't see this coming. I don't know. He's present. And that's what I was thinking about this morning. And then I thought, you know what? The three Hebrew children that got thrown in the fire, the king said, didn't we throw 3 men in there? But there's 4 men in there now. He saw that presence of God, that present in the middle of the fire, the presence in the middle of the trial. The king saw it. We don't have an account if Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego even saw that God was walking in the fire with them. But the king saw it. And the thing was, he was present in the middle of that very hot trial, right? Literally hot trial. We have, in Daniel, is in the lion's den. It says the angel of the Lord came and closed the mouths of the lion. God was present. Now, the 3 Hebrew children didn't avoid the fire because God was present. Daniel didn't avoid the lion's den because God was present. But what they had was somebody with them in the middle of very trying circumstances. A presence that was with them that gave them peace, that got them through it, right? It didn't make them avoid it, but it got them through it. So I was thinking, God appeared to Moses in the burning bush on the backside of the wilderness. He didn't appear to Moses while he was living in the king's palace. and enjoying the luxuries of of Pharaoh, right? He came to Moses when he was on the backside of the wilderness. There were no people there. There were no nothings there, right? It was just Moses and God. But God showed up. Jesus came to his disciples in the middle of a storm. He didn't wait till the storm passed. I've drawn all these pictures because I'm like, if we can see that God is with us, then we can have that peace to know that no matter what it looks like right this second, it's going to be okay. This moment, this life stage, this whatever's going on today is temporary, right? It may be very difficult. It may just be annoying. It may seem insurmountable. But what we do know is that the God that walked in that fire with the 3 Hebrew children is walking through the fires of life with us. The angel who came and closed the mouths of the lions for Daniel can close the devourer in our lives too. That God who met Moses on the backside of the wilderness is willing to walk into our lives today too. I don't want any burning bushes, right? But he's going to talk to us in a way that we understand. He's going to speak to us in a voice that we can take in, comprehend, embrace. And then guess what we get with that very present help in trouble? Peace. We get his peace. We have grace. We can come boldly before the throne of grace, before the throne of mercy to find grace to help in time of need. I always get that one backward. Come boldly before the throne of mercy to find grace to help in time of need. And if you're in a time of need right now, and I don't know anybody who's not, he's going to give us his grace. He's going to give us presence. He's walking through it with us, even if we don't see him, even if we don't feel him. It doesn't say Daniel saw the angel that closed the lions' mouths. It just says the angel of the Lord closed the lions' mouths. We don't know that the Hebrew children saw Jesus walking in the fire with them, but we know he was, right? So we know that we can trust him to walk through March 29th, 2024 with us, no matter what's on our plate. As a matter of fact, today, I believe, is our devotional anniversary. We started on, I believe it was March 29th, 4 years ago. It's going to go into April. April comes rushing in on Monday, right? And we've passed our 4-year mark of peace out. And God is still with us. God is still our peace. He's still our strength. He's still our song. He's still our salvation. He's still our refuge. He's still our strength. He's still present. And he's not going anywhere soon. In fact, he's not going anywhere at all. We can just continue to trust him, right? So I pray that you have a great weekend. Have time with some family and friends if you get an opportunity. And I will see you on Monday. I'm going to take the whole weekend off this weekend, okay? But I'll see you bright and early Monday morning. Have a great weekend. Thank you for staying with me for these 4 years. Thank you for hanging out. And there's good things to come, I promise. Have a great day. Peace out. I'll see you bright and early Monday morning.